Marcia, on our calls, we hear two distinct groups of people. We'll talk about the second group in a little bit. The first group is these people who get on the phone and they're really unsure of themselves. And in fact, you can almost hear a little bit of pain, a little bit of anguish, and they don't have a dream right now, but they've taken the course. They're there because I think they want to do something, they just don't know. So what do the people do that don't right now know what their dream is?
Yeah, when somebody comes to me and says, well, I don't have any dreams, I hear that as a problem to solve or fix. And I'm not in the problem-solving business. So what I do instantly is I reframe it. And it's not just words. I literally reframe, okay, I hear that your dream is to have a dream. And in a moment, they go from having a problem to solve to having a dream that they can get into action on and use all of the tools for. So I think that that's a really important step. And then to help somebody figure out what their dreams are, we can simply look at all the different areas of your life. You know, are you happy and fulfilled around your body, your finances, your relationship, your work, your career? What are all the areas I talk about? Personal, professional, relationship, financial, health, spiritual, community, family. So any area of life where you're less than satisfied, we can create a dream. But the dream is not to just fix what's wrong, but rather to really go through the process of what is it that you want? Where are you doing it? Who are you doing it with? What are you creating or accomplishing? So a simple reframe, we go from I don't have any dreams to my dream is to have a dream. And then we start to assess, kind of take a little mini inventory about your life and see where would you like to change something. Any place you want to change, create, improve, those are all possible dreams.
Now, in this, I want to bring up another area, and I think this might be somewhat controversial, but I'm comfortable with it in bringing it up. There's another group that, in this group of people who say they do not have dreams, and you ask them, let's reframe it, let's restate it in a way that your dream is to have a dream. So the answer would be, has to come back yes. Because if the answer comes back, well, I don't know, we're talking about another issue here, and I don't think, you said you're not a problem solver, I don't think you're a babysitter either. You would like to have people who do want to work on their dreams and take care of it, and you can't handle if the answer is no to...
Desire is a really critical component, and I do know, let me also say, I don't consider myself a problem solver by nature, but I wind up solving all kinds of problems that you can imagine, because I'm listening for, okay, what do we need to do to move this forward, not necessarily what's wrong and let's fix it, but along the way much gets fixed. Sometimes, even though the core process is get clear, believe in your dreams and take action, that's oversimplifying it, but I like that. Sometimes people have to believe in themselves before they can even get clear about what they want. So sometimes we actually have to start with the work around the doubter. If you've gone through life and your dreams have been squelched and kiboshed, and you've been told, stop dreaming, get your head out of the clouds, or other, things that can be very destructive, often we have to start there. So we can do that. The process works just as effectively. So I'm listening for what's the easiest point of entry to get somebody on the path of reconnecting to what they want and what really matters to you. I mean, a lot of people I meet are very willing to compromise their life down. They say that they're satisfied, yet they're still whining and complaining.
Sure.
So I think you have to really look at who you are, how you're living your life. What are you saying and doing? What are you not saying and not doing? And that becomes valuable information. And I think a coach, part of my ability is to listen without judgment and filters. And I will admit, I listen with a preference. My preference is...
bias is to do something.
Absolutely, to have you do something. And to do something that will have you be happy and fulfilled.
Yeah, and let me, please, I'm going to put a finer point on this, because I think one of the things we're trying to do here is also to let people know who you are, what you're about, and how people can enroll. And we want people to enroll and get involved because we think there's tremendous value. However, if this program is not for those who don't have the desire or who won't take the risk or who won't get themselves, at least in vulnerable position, to say, I do have hopes, dreams, and wishes and wants that I want to have addressed.
Right. This program is not for you if you want to keep your life exactly the way that is and you're unhappy with it.
Right.
You've got to have some desire. You've got to bring some level of willingness some level of courage. You don't have to have the answers, the solutions. You don't have to believe 100%.
Right.
You have to want it. Otherwise, don't waste my time, don't waste your time.
Right.
So the people that are on the calls, it's extraordinary. You know, they come on, well, I don't really know, and I give them a little coaching. The next time they come back on the call, they're in action on their dream.
They've got a website set up, and they're talking on the...
You know, they're writing a screenplay,
Right.
and they're having conversations. So it's not about having it figured out. It's really about having a desire.
Right.
And if you
can express that, there's something that can be done. There's work that can be done. Dreams can be fulfilled if there's that desire there. That's all we really need.
And even if you have a desire to have the desire,
right.
we'll still take you.
Right.
But I don't want people who are just coming in to whine and complain and
stay stuck.
And stay stuck.
Right.
You know, if you have a strong commitment to staying stuck, this is not the program for you. If you have a willingness to actually see what's going on, gain greater clarity, and make some conscious choices and decisions about how you want your life to be, and then be coached on actually producing results, I'm the woman that you want to work with.
Yeah, exactly. And I think one of the things we also people should know is that we have a community set up so others can help as well. So once you're in, it's one of those situations where you're going to be asked to be helpers and believers of other people's dreams.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love that.
So therefore, you better be ready to take it on for
People
yourself.
are sharing, that's where people are sharing resources. They're finding clients with each other. They're opening doors with each other. They're not just counting on me. They're really supportive of each other. And if that's not your thing, that's an optional way of living. You know. And I also want to say, in a little bit of defense of myself, I mean, I've done a lot of good work on myself over the years, and I have a really open heart. And I believe with an open and compassionate heart, you can say anything. So I'm proud that I'm a truth teller, but I'm not here to beat somebody up or to make them wrong. I'm here to inspire and encourage and tell the truth and reflect back to you very specific skills and tools that you can use to live a more fulfilled life.
I think that's why we love you so much here.